What is going on, everybody? So today is Tuesday, the 4th of August, the second trading day of the month, pretty much. And I did not trade today, but I did trade yesterday, and I did make $520 yesterday. Now, I took two trades yesterday. One of them was a really stupid loss, an emotional loss, and should have been a win. And it actually was a win. But because I got emotional in it, I exited on it, and I shouldn't have. And I want to be fully transparent. And also, the second trade I took was super like just I mean like it's just so obvious. So I took it and I held and I caught 1.8 RR, which gave me a lot more winnings than my losses. So let's get into my trade on Monday, or my trades I should say on Monday, and how I made $520 on the day. Okay, okay. So coming into the day, we created a NWOG overnight, and I wish it stayed overnight because I would want to target it, but you can use these as kind of like key levels. And when they get fully filled like this, which this one got fully filled, I can use it as a key level to go higher. Rebalance that whole piece of price, and I could just see us go higher. So I had two conditions coming into the day. This would load for me. 30-minute, bang. I had this 30-minute internal high where I could see a short to these lows, or take out the low, and then we basically just run all of this. Like, those are my two trade ideas, okay? And my best trading days usually come from just having two trade ideas and them like happening. But anyways, we hit the 30-minute internal high pre-market and we just started displacing lower. So that trade idea basically got out of the window. We were sitting around here at 924, so I thought maybe, okay, we'll just resweep and then go lower. But we already had our resweep. We did not need to go higher before lower, and we just ended up flushing out pre-market right to my draws below. But that's okay because I had two trading conditions. Off open, we dump. And I wanted to see this 1 minute gap get inversed to take my long. And then what happened? We just fucking pump. And we just go higher. So my trade idea was right. Just no entries. All good. I waited. I ended up getting a 4-minute pullback into this 4-minute gap and a 30-second to the upside right here. And this was my entry for my first trade. Now, do I wish this was a 5-minute gap? Yes. Did it have everything I needed? Yeah. And was I targeting a 1-to-1? Yes. I was going to go break even at this high. We have low resistance liquidity stacked up. We have a pullback. We have 930 PL3. We also are about to come out with 915 PL3. And that's kind of why I emotionally went out on this trade, and you'll see it here in a second. So I entered a long, wanted to see a long. I saw this wick print, which was really weird at 945, how we printed a wick higher. I wanted to see us print a wick lower, then go higher. And then we had this like huge displacement lower. And I was like, holy shit, I'm about to get stopped out. Like, I don't want to lose and go further back in progress. And I exited my trade early at negative $200. If I just held my trade, like I was convicted in before over analyzing, I would have hit TP. It would have been a choppy out TP, but I would have hit TP. And this was a very emotional exit, and I'm really upset at myself for it, but I learned from it. And going into the next trade, I was like, you know what, I gotta be like 100% confident in myself. And what happened in our next trade was we pushed higher. My draws were all these highs. We had a 5-minute pullback this time. And then we had a 30-second inversion again. We generated highs. We get a 30-second gap inversion. Or wait, this wasn't the entry. There it is. Yeah. So I waited for 10 a.m. 10 a.m. pushed lower right here. Right there. So 10 a.m. opens, pushes lower, pushing lower into the 5-minute gap while generating these basically these highs. We go lower, go lower. We re-sweep basically, but it wasn't a re-sweep because this wasn't a 5 minute yet. This low created 5 minute. We hit the 5 minute. We get this 30-second inversion. This is like really, really like iffy, right? Like I just eh. So I waited for a little bit more confirmation. I actually played this 30-second gap as my confirmation. We hit it, respected it, and this was a lot more displacement than I wanted, but it's what I needed to see for my trade. So I entered. I had my stop at the full wick because I've been taken out of trades when I don't go full wick before, and it's really annoying. And I targeted these highs, and I got a 1 point. My entry was a 1.7 RR, so I got a little bit more of a pullback. It's like right about here, because this next candle prints lower. Oh, there it is. That's why, because I waited for the 1 minute CISD. So this was my entry right here. And I was holding till all these low resistance highs just gets basically swept. And I held in my conviction and I banked for 1.8 RR, right? Both of my trade ideas played. One of them I acted emotionally on and one of them I didn't. And guess what? The one I didn't act emotionally on hit TP, but that is how I did make $520 trading the NASDAQ on Monday. Tuesday, no trades. We just literally pumped to all-time highs from the bare bones of NASDAQ to, all-time highs. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys like this kind of content. If you do, support your boy. Drop a like, a comment, anything. Um, and I wanted to put a full transparency into this and, share my emotional loss that I should have been a win. So I hope you guys like this kind of content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.